Go days. Back with another one.
Let's go and live the good life, the good life tonight. We're gonna live the good life. Alright. Let's go and live the good life, the good life tonight. We're gonna live the good life. Alright.
Alright guys, so I think it's probably pretty obvious what we're going to be starting with today. We have got to try to finish power washing the house. So to begin, I think what I'm going to do is start, we just got to finish what we weren't able to get on the parts that we can reach. So here, this area, we got the entire porch. We just didn't get the porch completely. That's something I want to get to, but we've got to figure out the leak, which we think it's leaking right below the door between the foundation of the house and the basement. It's going down between there. We think that's what's running down into the basement. I thought maybe, or it was Sam's idea, is to get some caulking and put a caulking strip around the bottom of the porch and the house, maybe. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but I do want to get this porch. See, it used to have carpet on it we ripped off yesterday, and it was worn out old carpet, but it's got all this glue and stuff on it. I want to get all that off and get that completely cleaned up, or maybe she can paint it or just keep it concrete. We got to finish this area on the bottom. We did get all the way across on the bottom here, as you can see where I ended. Still got like the green, almost like algae, really bad up there. That's going to be a chore in itself, trying to figure out how to get all the way up to that peak, but we'll figure it out. All right guys, let's pull the pressure washer out and get to finishing up this house. What do you say? It is a heck of a lot warmer today too than it was yesterday. Not near as bad on this side as that side is, but it still needs So Tony moved the bike off the front sidewalk, so I'm going to go ahead and get the front sidewalk done while we're waiting on Cheryl to get off work. So that's the plan now. We're gonna get the sidewalk rug power washed and the sidewalk and the steps. We gotta wait on the porch until we can figure out how to stop that leak. So let's get at it. Alright guys, for now we are going to put up the power washer until I can come up with a good idea to get up high on these walls. This side really don't look too bad. It's just that side over there and the back a little bit. But until I can figure out a way of getting up there and getting it without being in danger. Right now, what I'm gonna do, Tony was saying they need done trimming all these tree limbs off of the power lines. That will be the next job to get done. I'm gonna go get, Tony's got one of the little saker saws, so I'm gonna go get his saker saw and try to get as much as I can with it. If I have to, out at Lexington, there were some limb snips out there that I seen yesterday. So I'll go out and grab them if I have to. But I'm gonna try to avoid that using this little chainsaw right now. So let's do it. Check this out, guys. It's like one of those little mystery puzzles where you try to find specific things. Can you spot the two cats? One there and one there. See, guys? His actually does get juice. I gotta figure mine out. It's brand new, but his is yellow. I think his is a little bit bigger than mine. Mine's smaller. Saker saw. Saker gave me one for free to make the advertisement video for him last year or 2 years ago. No, it was last year. Okay, hopefully we got enough juice on this one battery because I didn't see another battery and I did not see a charger. So let's get after it. Get these limbs off power lines. So I somehow literally put my camera down in 2 different places and didn't record one thing of this whole part I just did. I picked it up and hit record to go look at the clip and it was recording. So I went and checked and sure enough, I was not recording. So what we just did is we took these limbs down around these power lines. They're basically free on the front side. A couple leaves touching it, but that ain't hurting it. It's freely hanging right through there. It did have these limbs hanging all over those power lines right there. And this one, I don't know, that's insane. Whatever city dude put that in, or electric dude, look how loose that is. It would probably hang down to the ground if it wasn't for that tree catching it right there. Now, we're gonna get up here and I am gonna hit record this time. And we're gonna cut these limbs off of the power line on the back side, all right? The power wires are clear on our side. I don't know that that's our tree to be trimming, so I'm not going to touch that. We got that accomplished. Now we just got to pile up these tree limbs and wait for Tony to get back so he can let me know what he wants to do with them. But there are some limbs that are kind of close to the top of the power lines. I don't know, maybe they should come off in case a storm blows through and it knocks them down. That'll be a question for Tony. I'll ask Tony when he gets back. As far as that goes, they're clear. Nothing's touching the power lines. Are clear. There's just a little bit of limbs like hanging right above it, but they're not touching the power lines. And then you got loosey-goosey over there that looks tight from the tree to the house. Then you go, dang, there's another line going from that pole up there that's doing the same thing, drooping. I wonder what that is. Maybe that's like the cable line, probably, huh? I don't know. All right, guys, I need to go change my battery. We'll pick up these limbs and get them piled up, at least in one spot, until Tony gets back. He can let me know what he wants me to do with them. So I hope you're having fun today. I know it's just kind of a mix of everything, really not a sure plan on what we're doing. Just kind of helping Cheryl out as much as we possibly can. One, I love to take care of her and any human. I can promise you now that any friends on here or any family member or whatever, if they were to ask me to come do something like this for them, I would be there to drop of a hat if it was possible for me to get there. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that way. And that's not a brag. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that like that. I'm just saying that's just who I am. That's who I've always been. Long before I even started YouTube, especially after I got sober. Once I got sober, that was it. Like, I gotta stay busy. I about killed myself on this stupid lawnmower. Jiminy crickets. But yeah, once I got sober, I don't know. I like to stay busy and I like to help people, right? I love helping people. Don't care who it is. Just love to help people. All right, guys, let's pick up these limbs and get them piled up nice and purty right here next to the shed until Tony gets here. Find out what he wants to do with them. All right, guys, batteries changed. That's what we gotta do. Pile up these tree limbs. Maybe even chop them down where they're not so bulky, right? Chop them down into little pieces. So, here we go. Make sure I'm recording. I can't believe I did that earlier. I absolutely did not know that I was not recording and thought I was. Really loosened her up. Tiny old Jane back up. I think we're losing battery, guys. Let's go see if we can find another battery. I don't know if he's got another one charged or not, but we can go ahead and plug it in. We'll just charge it up. But that's stinkeroos, man. Why would you only have one battery? We found the charger, guys. So I'm gonna go plug this battery in and let it charge for a little bit, and then we'll finish chopping that tree up. I gotta take Sammy to go get dinner anyways, so take a break, do what we gotta do. Time we get back, hopefully it'll be charged enough, we can finish up chopping them limbs up. All right, guys, I am back. We finally got back from the store. We were gone for quite a minute. She's working on dinner now. We are having taco salad, and I'm wearing the wrong hat to be coming out here to work in. Can't be having it. That'd be all right. We're just cutting a few limbs. So I'm gonna cut up the rest of this and pile it the rest of the way up, and then probably gonna call that a day so I can get in there and start editing and eat dinner. And Jan goes live tonight. So we just got off the phone with Miss Jan. She's so awesome. We love you, Jan. Sorry, Jan, I sided with boss on the idea of the T-post. Probably just should have stayed if you've already been cutting around them all year. But I love you both. All right, let's get to cutting on this. I think my chain's on backwards, bro. swapped the chain out and I put it on battery off. But yeah, Jan, I just understand where he's sitting. I gotta side with the boss. I'm sorry. Nothing personal whatsoever. I hope you don't take that personally. Yeah, we got it figured out, guys. All right, let's get this thing chopped up. Guys, we're gonna go take the dogs for a walk. They have not been on a walk for a few hours, so we need to take them for a walk because unfortunately they cannot just run around. Actually, I was even telling Sam this before we left to Walmart that when we get back, because look how shaded it is, how perfectly shaded it is. So when we get back, I'm gonna take their kennel and I'm gonna put it right there so they can see me, they can hang out, and they can get some fresh air, right? It's the only thing that stinks about being over here in town because Cheryl don't have a fenced in yard. So we can't just let them run, so they have to stay in the kennel. Yeah, it's just a bummer deal. Like, that's the only really bummer part about coming up here to Indiana, but it's okay. We're gonna bring the kennel out here when we get back so they can chill outside with me while I finish up my work and let them get a breather. We're gonna go walk the dogs right quick. Herc. Trying to get him to learn not to be pulling me. He's learning. He's learning. He knows what I'm telling him. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy, Bubba. Good boy. Good boy, Bubba.
Make it, Bubba.
Good boy.
Let's get some water. You can do it, Bubba.
Nope, hurt.
Oh.
Good boy, Bubba.
Come on, gang. Good job, Curly. Don't mind my oversized shoes.
Sammy's wearing my slides. She wore those to Walmart, guys.
I don't care. That's the only ones I got. I'd rather not wear tennis shoes.
I didn't even realize it till we were standing at the pharmacy and I was over there waiting on him.
Even though I told him 3 different times that my flip-flops broke, just so we're clear.
Yeah, man, I bought her a pair of $50 Hey Dude flip-flops before we left Oklahoma, and that was only like 2-3 months ago.
Yesterday, though, that's the thing.
And they broke.
And you ignored me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Or you would have remembered that from yesterday.
All right, guys, we're almost home, and I want to get back on getting the trees cut up, and then we're going to end this up. All right. All right, yeah, we back. See, got the boys in the shade in the pen right next to me. I'm going to continue chopping these up. I'm just about done. All I got is this little bit. So it looks like one big tree limb. Chop it up, and we'll be done. Let's get it. I think we chopped it all up. Clean around here. Nice and clean. Oh, those are flowers. We don't want to pop those out. Those are all flowers, it looks like. No more tree limbs. Look at the boys hanging outside. Hey, boys. Hi, boys. Get you some water, man. If you're that thirsty, get you a drink, Bubba. Huggers, get you a drink. Come look, get a drink. All right, get a drink. Can't run around here, buddy. Sorry, I know. We'll be going back home soon where you can run. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be it for the day. We had a full day today, didn't we? Heckles, yeah. We still got to get the top half of the house, but we will figure that out later on. Because my idea was to get the scaffolding from Lexington and just, I mean, I would do all the work, but they weren't on for that one. So, I mean, I just don't feel safe with the ladder. Not with that much pressure on the top of just a single ladder that high. Cheryl said just leave it as it is, but I'm gonna figure something out eventually. But as for right now, we're just gonna wait. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for hanging around. Me and Sammy just got off the phone with Miss Jan. She's awesome. We love Jan so much. She's such a good friend. Thank goodness for YouTube, because we wouldn't know Jan if it wasn't for our channel, right? And like I've said many times before on many occasions, if that's the only thing that comes about this, that makes it worth it in itself, right? All the amazing friends that we've made, and we've made dozens of awesome friends along this journey, and I'm sure more to come, right? If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Hit that notification bell. Then you'll know. Then you will know when Goat Days put a video up. Don't you want to know? As soon as it pops up, all you gotta do is hit that bell. We love you guys. Till next time, stay blessed. Peace.
Yesterday, there was sun in